Well, we all know the industry's been going through a considerable amount of change in recent years, notably really in who it's communicating with. It used to always be the doctor as the key element of that communication. Now there's a whole array of stakeholders, and this conference is addressing some of the really complex issues that surround that activity.
I think an overarching theme was an area that we still have a concern about, which is the negativity in the public and political environment as it relates to the great work that the pharmaceutical industry is doing in that area, and we are a part of that mix. It's interesting to see as well that our base of customers and stakeholders who are working in the health and healthcare environment is changing, and we had some key conversations around that, not really defining what those customers and who they are, but a recognition that that customer base is going beyond pharma, and we need to be a key contributor and a key supplier and participator in helping those organizations in their quest to provide greater patient benefits.
Great format, tremendously interactive on Ustream, as well as the interaction going on here, stuff on Twitter. So a really modern approach to creating a dialogue within an industry that really hasn't done that before.
I come at it from two perspectives. I work for the pharmaceutical industry as a medical director, but I'm also obviously a physician myself, so particularly the idea of CME is very important to me as an individual and how I maintain my education levels. I think the discussion this morning really highlighted some of the issues moving forwards as to how does CME work in practice, where does the funding come from, who manages it, and how do we measure the outcomes, and importantly, how do we ensure that quality is delivered both for the physician and that impact that it will have on patients.
We've covered a lot of subject matters today. I posited the fact that at the moment the medical communications industry is effectively invisible and therefore irrelevant because it's not reaching out to the key community which effectively is going to dominate its future, and that's the patient. So we addressed some of the ways in which we felt that the industry could put that right. We talked about some of the regulatory obstacles, but I think we came, or at least I came, to the conclusion that this is something of a bugbear and shouldn't be viewed as a reason for the industry to avoid engaging within these spaces, but also tried to consider some of the fundamental ways that the industry should not view digital as a strategy, as some sort of isolated component of its methodology and the way that it operates within this space, and instead to incorporate it into everything that it does.
I thought it was a great meeting. Congratulations to the organisers. I think for the first time we've got together as a MedComms community and started to build our point of view. And I think we've got a very strong point of view to both develop and get across about the role of medical communications, advocating communication founded on and driven by the science, and also ensuring that there is an evidence-based, up-to-date critique of the role of pharma in engaging with its customers. I think we can play a very important role in that going forward, and I hope to be here at the next meeting next year.
I found today extremely stimulating and very, very interesting. I think what's particularly struck me is after all these years of working in the MedComms industry, things are changing, and they're changing at a very rapid pace. And I think we just all need to be very prepared to think about how we change in response to that.
I found the whole conference extremely stimulating, a lot of provocative conversations, very interesting topics, and also some very, very good ideas to take back for us and our clients. So I found the whole day very, very interesting. Even the little tweets coming from my company that telling me how good we looked on television.
It's been a really good day. There's been a good level of audience participation, and it's great for us as a publisher to hear a little bit about what's going on in the medical communications industry and what the latest issues are, and we're hoping to come to several other future events.